The views expressed in this blog are hosted on my own website, are strictly personal, and do not reflect the views of any organization.
Hello and welcome friends once again to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Namaskar. Now this week something very significant happened in a way in Indian politics. At a dinner hosted by Congress President Malikarjun Kharge, 19 opposition parties landed up there in solidarity with Rahul Gandhi, who's been disqualified from the Lok Sabha. It would have been 20 parties, but the Shiv Sena gave the dinner a miss in protest against Rahul Gandhi's remarks against Savarkar. So here is the big question. Will 2024 see an election that will be a Modi-led BJP versus all the opposition? Let me list the 10 factors that will decide this crucial question. Number one, will the regional players and the Congress work with each other? Now, at the Kharge dinner, the Trinamool Congress and the Telangana Rashtra Samiti was present. The Congress, remember, is the main opposition to the TRS in Telangana, and in Bengal, the Congress has aligned with the left against Mamata Banerjee. Regional players therefore see the Congress as competing with them for space. And yet they chose to attend this dinner. You see, Mamata Banerjee is an ex-congresswoman, so it might be easier to deal with her. But she certainly will not do any business with the left, and she will not accept a subordinate position to the Congress party. Ditto the case with KCR. Therefore, accommodating these regional players is going to be the first big test for the Congress and indeed opposition unity. Takeaway number two, the second factor, is linked to what I call the ego factor. Each opposition leader fancies himself or herself as a national leader. Take KCR again, who has renamed his TRS as the BRS, the Bharatiya Rashtra Samiti, and has even travelled now to Maharashtra to campaign for this party. In private conversation, KCR has told his colleagues that he is ready to finance the entire 2024 election campaign provided he is made the chairperson of this opposition alliance. But will the opposition leaders really accept someone like KCR as a first among equals? Unlikely. So the ego factor is the second factor. The third factor is the ideology factor. You see, this is where the recent controversy of Rahul Gandhi's remarks over Savarkar becomes relevant. At the Kharge dinner, when Sharad Pawar protested against Rahul Gandhi's anti-Savarkar pitch, Sonia Gandhi intervened to say Savarkar is a Hindutvavadi and the Congress is an anti-Hindutva party. At which point, another opposition leader reminded the Congress that, remember, you have been in alliance to form a government with the Shiv Sena, which claims it's the original Hindutva party. Truth is, when you forge a wide coalition or form a government or an opposition platform, ideology often takes second place to opportunity. Recall how in 1977 the Jansangh and the Socialists came together on one platform to drive out Indira Gandhi. Or indeed how in 1989 the left and the BJP came together under VP Singh's leadership. Fourth factor key to opposition unity is what I call the fear factor. You see, there are opposition parties today who are only coming together out of one reason: fear of Narendra Modi and fear of the Enforcement Directorate. 95% of the ED cases on politicians are against opposition netas. It is no surprise today that KCR's party was willing to be part of this opposition strategy because KCR's daughter K. Kavita is now being investigated by the ED and CBI in the Delhi liquor policy case. Or that Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal has also been willing to join this opposition platform because remember, two of his key ministers, Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain, are in jail at the moment. At the same time, the fear factor works the other way. You have a Mayawati who is refusing to be part now of any opposition movement because she wants to lie low out of fear that tomorrow the Modi government possibly could target her, or so runs the presumption. Takeaway number 5, or the fifth factor, kaun banega JP? Let me explain. In 1977, the opposition came together against Indira Gandhi because they seemed to they found in Jayaprakash Narayan a veteran leader who had the moral stature to bring together these seemingly contradictory forces. Do we really see a JP-like figure in our politics today? Two names are sometimes mentioned, Sharad Pawar and Sonia Gandhi. Pawar because he's a widely networked politician, and Sonia Gandhi because she's in politics and yet out of it, not a threat to anyone. But Pawar is 82 and Sonia Gandhi is not in the pink of health. Will either of them therefore really be in a position to reach out to every opposition leader and form a unified platform? The sixth factor is what I call the Swiss factor. You see, Switzerland is known to be the ultimate neutral country in times of war. In India too, we have the so-called neutral parties. None better than the Biju Janata Dal, which has ruled Orissa for the last 20 years, is a good example. Naveen Patnaik or Naveen Babu is unwilling to be part of any pre-poll coalition. His politics is based on Odisha first, and it seems unlikely for now that he will break with any neutral stand and align with the rest of the opposition. The seventh factor is what I call the Andhra factor. Both the leaders or the key leaders in this key state at the moment are unwilling to be part of opposition unity. Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy pretends to be neutral, but in reality he is still today very much part of the BJP's universe. Why? Because he's battling so many cases against himself, so he needs to be on the right side of the central government. Interestingly, Chandrababu Naidu, who in 2019 was at the fore, was leading this move to create a anti-Modi opposition, this time is also lying low, because this time his focus is first on Andhra and then on Delhi. He's keeping all options open for now. The eighth factor for opposition unity is the AAP factor. You see, Mr. Kejriwal has slowly but surely given up his Ekla Chalo Re approach and appears to be keen to have a dialogue with other opposition parties. He even tried last month to organize a dinner to bring together at least 8 non-Congress, non-BJP chief ministers on one platform. The plan didn't quite take off, but the fact is Arvind Kejriwal suddenly seems to be going all guns blazing at Prime Minister Modi and seems to be wanting to reach out to the rest of the opposition, including the Congress. But at the same time, Arvind Kejriwal or the AAP, we are told, will fight all 224 seats in Karnataka. So is Kejriwal willing to forsake his national ambitions in 2024 and keep his eye only on 2029? Possible, but only if he is given a place on the high table of opposition unity. The ninth factor is the Rahul Gandhi factor. You see, Rahul Gandhi remains the elephant in the room even after his disqualification. Unlike his mother Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi's personality perhaps is not the kind that will instantly attract allies. Sonia Gandhi was more than willing to reach out to coalition partners. Rahul Gandhi reluctantly, for example, tied up with an Akhilesh Yadav in Uttar Pradesh in 2017, and since then we are told hasn't even responded to the phone calls of the Samajwadi Party leader. Most opposition leaders therefore will tell you in private that they find it difficult in a way to engage with a Rahul Gandhi, unlike with a Sonia. Will Rahul Gandhi therefore take a backseat ahead of the 2024 elections, or will his disqualification now push him firmly to the political center stage? That is a big question, because we are not sure whether most opposition parties would accept Rahul Gandhi as the leader who, to be fair to him, is the one who's really taking on Modi night and day. Takeaway number 10. The final factor is the ultimate question. Kaun banega Pradhan Mantri? You see, elections in India have become increasingly presidential. Everyone from a Nitish Kumar to a Mamata Banerjee to a KCR to who knows, even an MK Stalin fancies themselves as PM potential. Last year, when I asked Mamata Banerjee in July who will lead this opposition coalition if it is formed, she said, interestingly, the people of this country will lead it. It will become people versus Mr. Modi. But the fact is, the people may well want to know who is the opposition's face. Can these opposition parties therefore resist the temptation to project a single leader as a face before the elections? If they do, then maybe, just maybe, we will actually see, or we are seeing, the emergence slowly but surely of a grand alliance against a Modi-led BJP. As a postscript, an opposition leader, I can tell you, has prepared a blueprint for 400 Lok Sabha seats, where he says there could be a one-on-one fight in 2024 against the BJP. But that will require all these parties to make sacrifices. The Congress, for example, in particular, may have to fight then just over 200 seats and leave the rest to regional parties. But will that really happen? Especially if the Congress next month wins the elections in Karnataka. Think about it. That was the Straight Bat. Do of course subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind, Namaskar.